from Nigeria. She's attending Falmouth High School. She enjoys the debate team and has been an international debater. She's traveled to other countries, and she also competes in quiz competition. Ooh. I know, that's amazing. We'll have to have her back for that some afternoon, so give you some time to study. Let's see, she has won many Nobel Prizes and awards, and it is due to the KLYES program, the Kennedy Luga Youth Exchange and Study Program. It was the quiz that she won there that gave her the opportunity to come through the exchange program. Nana also won an award for being the smallest participant in quiz competition in 2015. Although she may not seem like it now, she did then. So, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Nana.
It's not working, okay. Thank you all for coming. I'm really glad that you guys could attend. So I should say my name is Nana Firdousi Omar, and I'm here through the KLES program, that's the Kennedy Luga Youth Exchange and Study Program, but I'm under AFS, I keep on saying American Field Service program. So, I mean, I came here through KLES, but it's like the AFS is sponsoring me. So without AFS, coming to the US will just be like, I don't know. And so, AFS is looking for host families right now, and we'll be really glad if you can host a kid. It's really, really fun, I will tell you. My host mom right there is knows like me, like it might be crazy sometimes, but it's really fun. And Miss Brothers. So it's really fun to host a kid and give someone opportunity to learn about America and have mind-blowing experiences, and you also can learn from that person, and it's really fun. That's all I can say. It's really fun. So Mrs. Ann Durso here is an AFS volunteer, and you can meet her to learn more about AFS. And you can meet me too. I can give you a little information I have, or my mom over there. She can help you with that too. All right, so. Oh, I'm sorry, where did I do my friends? My friends over here are also AFS kids. Merit is from Switzerland. Estella is from Spain, sorry. And Yoshika is from Japan. And they all came here from the various countries, so it's really fun. Okay. All right, so this is my Nigerian family. I have 4 siblings. They're so annoying, but I miss them. Yeah, so this is Fatima, this is Zulayhat, this is Abdul Hakim, and this is Suleiman. And that is me. I don't know what I was looking like. I think I was mad in that picture. But yeah, so this is my dad, and this is my mom. I really miss them. Okay, so this is my host mom, my second family. I am really, really lucky to have 2 families. I mean, like a mom in America, wow. That's my beautiful host mom. And yeah, having a lot of fun times. And yeah, so my scholarship, I already talked about it. So the KLES, which is funded by the U.S. Department of State. And its goal is to promote mutual and cultural understanding between Americans and predominantly Muslim countries. So I decided to study abroad, actually, because I wanted to have fun. And Yes, and I wanted to learn about new people, new cultures, and I love adventures a lot. So I feel like it's a great opportunity to explore and have mind-blowing experiences. So, and also there's a lot of stereotypes about Americans. I can't even tell you. And so yeah, I'm glad that I've started like clearing it up. You guys are really nice. Yeah, so this is the location of Nigeria and Africa. Nigeria is located in West Africa. Some people think that Africa is a country. Like a lot of kids in school, they'll be like, where are you from again? I'm like, Nigeria. They're like, where is that? I'm like, Africa. They're like, isn't Africa a country? I'm like, no. Yeah, so this is why I live in Nigeria, Kaduna State. It is very close to the capital of Nigeria here, Abuja. So I live in the northern part of Nigeria. So my country, Nigeria, has 186 million. It's the people. So it's the 7th biggest country in the world. We have 520 languages spoken. So there is this debate that is going on in Nigeria right now because we're going through hard times. That Nigeria's problem from being overpopulated, or is it that we're not being productive enough? And so I think that it's because we're not being, I mean, we have like talent a lot, but we don't have people to motivate us and to support us because like we just came out of recession recently, so yeah, and we have 250 ethnic groups. Our major religions, Islam, 50%, I am a Muslim, Christianity, 40%, and 10% of people adhere to local religions. So our currency is Naira, 361 Naira to $1, that's a lot. And so our capital, Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. So this is the government, this is the president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari right here. This is the first lady, and this is the vice president of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, and that is the president's son. So the president was elected democratically because sometimes when I like His Excellency, people think it's like a dictator, but we're actually practicing democracy in Nigeria. So yeah, this is the president still in his local attires. So Nigeria has 3 major languages, which is Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. I am not from any of that language. I'm from the Ibira language. So Nigeria was a British protectorate for 60 years, 1901 to 1960. Nigeria gained independence on 1st October 1960. I love singing that song. On 1st October 1960, Nigeria got independence. I love it because like it reminds me that we're not living under anybody anymore. We are now independent. So, so the independence movement was led by the Prime Minister, his name is Alhaji Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. And Nigeria got its name from a British journalist named Flora Shaw. She coined the name from the river Niger that flows through the country. And Nigerian flag was designed by Michael Akinkunmi in 1959. This is the Nigerian flag. This isn't the original flag he designed, but the idea of the flag was gotten from him. So they had the competition on who can design flag, like a beautiful flag and stuff, and he won. So they used his idea, but this isn't his flag had red in it, but ours is just white on it now. And so Benedict E. Odiase wrote the national anthem in 1978. And so Nigeria is 101 years, like from where we remember, but from the period of independence is 56 years old. So the coat of arms motto is unity in faith, peace, and progress. While we have an eagle displays dual sides the crest. So this is the original flag. I just put the coat of arms here so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, so the green in the Nigerian flag stands for agriculture, while the white stands for peace and unity. Okay, so this is the Nigerian national anthem, and I would like to sing it right now. I have it in the 3 major languages too. So, yeah, I out of the 520 languages, I can speak 7. Alright. Alright, so, my voice is really bad. I'm sorry, but okay. I need to look at it because it's been 7 months. I'm just joking. Arise, O compatriots, Nigerians call obey, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes past shall never be in vain. To serve with heart and mind, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. O God of creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, help our youth the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow and live in just and true. Great lofty heights attain, to build a nation wherein peace and justice reign. I don't want to have shall in it. Alright, so this is the Nigerian national anthem in Yoruba language. So I don't have it in my head. Alright, so Dide Enyara. Wákàjẹ́ ìpè Nàìjíríà ká fìfẹ́ sí ilẹ̀ wa pẹ̀lú ọ̀gbọ́n àti ìgbàgbọ́ kí sì àwọn ọkùnrin wa kó má ṣe jẹ́ sánsan ká sì tó kàn tara ilé tómìnira àtàlàáfíà ṣódọ̀kan Ọlọ́run ẹlẹ́dàá tó ipa ọ̀nà wa fọ́nà hàn ṣáájú kọ́dọ̀ wọn amójútó kọ́dọ̀rọ̀ àti ìfẹ́ pọ̀ sí i káyé wọn jẹ pípẹ́ ṣé wọ́n lè ní gíga kálàáfíà ohun ètò ìjọba nílẹ̀ wa. Okay, I love this. So this is in Hausa language. Ya ku 'yan Najeriya ku farka ku amsa kiran Najeriya domin mu taimaki kasar mu ta haihuwa don aiki ga kasa ta cikin soyayya da riƙon gaskiya domin gudunmawar da shugabannin mu yan kishin ƙasa suka bada. Kada ta zama a banza, mu yi aiki da zuciya ɗaya da girmamawa a gare ta domin ta kasance ƙasa ɗaya mai yanci ga kowa tare da haɗin kai da zaman lafiya. So this is the national anthem in Igbo language. Bibi mi umune, Nigeria okurubiri iji na-eji ozi anyị ma. Na ịhụnanya na ike na okwukwe, dị ọrụ anyị dike gara aga agaghị abụ ihe efu. Iji na-eji ozi na obi na ike, otu mpaki onwe, udo na ịdị ụtọ. So Nigerians are basically, like in the past, traditional farmers, and so harvest food products like tubers, which are yam, cassava, cocoyam, sweet potato. So I am really missing my favorite meal. It's called gari. It's a cassava meal, and like seriously, I can't live with that. It's like a cereal, but not really because you can eat it in the morning. But I eat it every time, and my mom hates that. Yeah, so we also harvest rice, maize, millet, sorghum, cowpeas, soybean, groundnut, oil, palm, which is right up there, citrus, cashew, mangoes, tiger nut, peanut, walnut, and palm nut, and a lot of other stuff. So when I was giving this presentation to the 6th graders in Morris Pond, they were like, they don't know some of the stuff I talked about. I'm like, are you serious? Like, I mean, because like, I feel like everyone should know about it, but I was like thinking too much. But like, yeah, there are some things that I think I should know that I don't know too, so yeah. Yeah, so I mean like, even the cashew, like there's cashew nuts, then why isn't there cashews? I love cashews, but anyway. Okay. So those yams right here are really big yams. They are really big. And the yams here are all baby yams. I found some yams, I found some yams that I used to do some Nigerian meals. But they're not like what I expected to see. They're really, really small. So we also like non-food like rubber, cotton, timber. And also we do animal husbandry. We, how did I even call it? I forgot the English word.
Raise.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, we raise farm animals like cow, goat, pig, poultry, birds like chicken, turkey, and dog. Fish, with an emphasis on catfish. I don't eat fish, but I love catfish a lot. Okay, so Nigerian natural resources: petroleum, tin, columbite, iron ore, coal, limestone, lead, zinc, gold, and natural gas. So, economic resources, oil and agriculture. So in the late 1960s and early 1970s, agriculture was the major Nigeria's economic resource. But because of the oil boom, we forgot about agriculture and went like into oil, because no one wants to work hard in the farm. So when the oil started having problem, we kind of went into recession. That's I think in 2015, and we just came out of it in 2016. We're still kind of somehow in it, but we're not that down anymore. And so yeah, housing in Nigeria. Some people ask me a lot about housing in Nigeria, like where do we live? I mean, it's kind of like surprising that someone asked me if we lived in huts. Are you serious? No, we don't. So it depends on your standard of living. You can live in a very big mansion or duplex or whatever you have the money for. So these are some estates in Nigeria. So these are all government's estates. And this is in Abuja, while that is in Lagos. So a lot of people that have heard of Nigeria knows Lagos. Lagos is like New York. So these are other houses. So this is just like middle man's house. And these are rental houses. And this is a very big man's house, like seriously. A very big man. Okay, so the people of Nigeria, three major ethnic groups, as I said earlier: Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbo. So all of these words means come. So wa means come in Yoruba, Hausa is do, and Igbo is bia. So my ethnic group is Ibira, which is ve is come. So it's kind of like funny to have like two little words for each except for the Igbo. And so how to say hello and thank you in these languages. Would you say it after me?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So in Yoruba, hello and thank you. So, Ekuni,
Ekoni.
Modupe.
Modupe.
So cool. Okay, so in Hausa, hello is Senu,
Senu.
and thank you is Nagodi.
Nagodi.
Wow. Okay. In Igbo is Nu,
Nu.
and this in Igbo is Dalu.
Dalu.
So in Ibira, hello is Nwao,
Wao.
and thank you is Avo.
Avo.
Wow, that's so cool. It's kind of like really cool because like the sixth graders wrote me thank you cards, and they all had Avo written on it. It was so cute. So this is what Nigerians kind of look like. Like there are other like Nigerians, but like this is like a quick like sneak peek of some of them. So this is, when you see that somewhere like this, you know that person can be Hausa Muslim person, especially when you take this out of selfies. Those are my friends. So yeah. this is just to like show that Nigerian college students, Nigerian youth or teenagers are actually like modern people, like modernized. Not like they all dress like this because I can't dress like this. Yeah. And so that's either a house of royalty or a house of bride. And they all have like henna and stuff. Like I started my henna, but I couldn't finish it. I started this morning. And this is the daughter of the president, Barrister Fatima Zahra Buhari. And yeah, so this is a Nupe lady in the modern clothes. So this is a northern dressing. So I had like something like this, but I can't wear it. I am too big now. The dress is really small. I ate too much ice cream. I can stop. Yeah, so and these are Yoruba brides. Although Hausa brides have started, copying them and wearing something like this. So we have diversity in the culture. Like this culture can do something from that culture. Yeah, so this is the Igbo ethnic group. And this is what they look like. They wear a lot of beads. We also wear a lot of beads, but like theirs is like they can even wear a dress made of beads. Yeah, so this is what Igbo people look like. Okay, so yeah, this is what we look like. These are all handmade stuff. They're made in like some wooden. I couldn't find a picture of it. They're made like in wooden, how should I call it? Mechanism, stuff like that. Like they do it a lot, like wool and woods. It's really fun to look at them. Like when I go to, I'm a city person in Nigeria, so Cape Cod to me is like, we don't go anywhere. I can't even walk to somewhere. Like, yeah. So like. When I go to my village and I see my grandma doing all of this, I'm like, oh, it's so cool, I want to try it too. And I can't even do this for 2 minutes. It's hard. It's really hard. And yeah, so these are olden days couple, not now. Oh, God. This is my brother. So, he's already a model, and he's just 2. He took this picture actually when he was 1. He started working so fast, like a lot. Yeah, so his name is Amir Abdul Hakim, and oh God. All right, I'll stop looking at him. So this is a Hausa, what a Hausa northern man would look like. So that's called the Muriga and Hula. So the cap is called Hula. This is an Igbo kid, and that's a Yoruba kid in their attire. So this is what the president was wearing earlier on, something like that. Oh God, I get homesick here. Okay. So that is basically just roasted corn, which is called masara, and this is wena. It's made from rice, so it's also known as rice cake. This is a melon. I don't know. I did not find any here, so I don't know if there's melon in the United States or not. So this is, if there is, I'm surely gonna make this. So this is melon soup. We eat it with swallow, like you swallow. Okay, we make this corn meal that you swallow, you don't chew it. And you don't swallow like a big chunk of it. Yeah, so, yeah. This is a really rich soup. While it's okra soup. And tuwo, which is made from corn. Yeah. And this is dodo, which is fried plantain. So I did not make this, because it's kind of mushy inside, and with my experience here, I feel like Americans don't really like mushy stuff. So I just made the chips. And yeah, that's apapa made with black-eyed peas. So one of my surprises was calling beans peas. Because, we call it beans and not peas. And okay, whatever. All right. So this is jollof rice. This the faduka. This is a Hausa meal. Everyone can eat it, but it's like originated from Hausas. And this is shinkafun kwakwa. It's a coconut rice, and it's got its origin from the Igbo people. And this is amala and ewedu soup. You can never see a Yoruba man without this. Like in every occasion that is like Yoruba occasions or something, they always have this, and I love it. Yeah, I really love it. It's like black, but it's not disgusting. It's really good. I don't eat black stuff, but for that, oh. Alright, so this is yellow fried rice. We actually have it in different colors. Recently I made a lot of this. So this is eba and edikai kong soup. So this is an Igbo meal. But this is the cassava meal I'm talking about earlier. But this isn't how I eat it every time. I don't actually like it when it's made into this. I like to just eat it like a cereal with sugar and milk. Okay, so education in Nigeria. Yeah. Can I have my water, please? Do you have it? No. Okay, put it. So we have the kindergarten. It's like just the same with this place. Excuse me. Thank you. So it's the same as what we have here too. Kindergarten or play group. That's where the kids go and give the teacher headache because their parents are getting tired of them. And so we have the nursery school too. We have primary school 1 to 6th grade. Yeah, so this is what we call them instead of middle school, elementary school. And so we have junior secondary school, which is 7th grade to 9th grade. And we have senior secondary school, which is 10th to 12th grade, and we have the college. And so differences between schools in Nigeria and the US. So we have uniforms in almost all Nigerian schools, but there are schools that don't have uniforms. But in my school, we have uniforms. So we also have like inspection when you come to school. So we call it Operation Show Me Your Dress or Show Me Your Nails or whatever. So we have to. Oh God, sorry, I couldn't see it. Thank you. So I'm the president of the school I go to, and so we have to like inspect the kids when they come to school. So we have to be there very early. Waking up early is not my problem in Nigeria, but waking up early here is a big problem for me. I don't wake up early because it's too cold, and I go to school like I'm expected to be on the bus by 6:50, but I'm not the bus kind, like, so. And so we inspect the school uniforms, make sure they're neat and clean. We inspect their hair, we braid our hair to school. You can't have your hair loose, you have to braid your hair. And it has to be clean, it shouldn't smell, because like some kids just, braid their hair for like a lot of weeks and don't wash it or something. And the fingernails must be clean. It mustn't be long, so you don't get in a fight and scratch your eyes out. And yeah, so yeah. Also, we make sure that the kids take their bath. I am not like the person that inspects that, but I don't know how they do it. But they manage to like know that this person did not take their bath before coming to school. And so. The cafeteria food, yes. The cafeteria food here is, I wouldn't say terrible. Let's be nice. It's acceptable. Like, it's manageable, but it's just not my best choice. But because I can't wake up early, pray, then cook, I don't even eat breakfast. Not to talk of like making something to go to school. So I have to eat food at school, which is basically chips. And so cafeteria food in Nigeria, in my school actually, is a really, really good food. Like, because teachers eat from the cafeteria too, so they have to make it really good. And, so yeah, what surprised me about FHS is how the kids were rude to their teachers. So like it was a very like big shock to me that a teacher was talking and the kid was talking back, and I was like, I guess I should take this kid to Nigeria. Yeah, because you will never ever try that to a teacher. It's just unacceptable. Like, how? Like, it was like, kind of like, I was like, am I on earth? Yeah, because like, you can't do that. So if you're rude to your teacher in Nigeria, we have a lot of penalties for that. So at first, I hope I still remember everything because it's been so long. Okay. So at first, the kid is being suspended from school first, 3 days. Then the kid will be asked to write, "I am sorry, I will never do this again," in a very big book. You must complete that like in 2 to 3 rows, and you must complete it. And while you're doing that, you have to wash the restroom. Yes, for a complete 1 week. And the restroom is a very bad place. You don't want to go to the restroom. No one, like, not no one, but like, I just feel like only dirty people use the restroom there because it's really dirty. And so you're asked to wash the restroom, and you have to be suspended. Yeah, I talked about that. You have to be suspended for 1 week, and all the assignments that the teacher gave when you were not in school, you have to do. That teacher doesn't care if you're in school or not. And we have like 10 subjects, and we have like assignments every day for each subject, and you just like talk like you just don't want to do that, and your name will be put in a bad book. So we call it the black book. You don't want your name to go to the black book, never, never ever, no matter what, never. And so you have to come to the teacher after all of this process and be like, "I'm sorry," and you have to like be on your knee while you say, "I'm sorry." And if the teacher chooses not to forgive you, you stay in that position till he forgives you. Actually, they forgive, but it's just like a scare stuff. So I'm like, you guys need to go to Nigeria. So we don't have all that access to computers. I mean, we have computers. Only like the kids that take computer classes have more access to computer, like more than us. I am a science student, so our school is basically categorized. Classes are basically categorized into 3. The science class, the art class, and the commerce class. So I'm a science student and I take 13 subjects. So here I take like, is that 6? Yeah, I think 6 subjects. And I'm like, oh, it's 6 subjects, I can do it. And I'm like, no, I can do it. You know, it's hard. It's hard. We have a lot of things going on here. I mean, even at home it's hard, 13 subjects, but 6 subjects here is like, okay. So our classes, yeah, that's what I talked about, the category and number of students in a class. So in my school, in the senior section only, we have like, I think more than 2,000 kids. And in each class, we have like 100 or more kids. The classes are really big. Yeah, they're really big. And the teachers manage the class really good because, I mean, with all of the penalties, like all the rules and punishments, you just have to obey. So yeah, the teachers manage to take care of the class. So as a science student in my class, we have like, I think over 77, over 100 maybe? Something like that, 77 to 100 kids, because I wasn't in the classroom anymore, so I don't keep a record of that. And we have labs in libraries too, because some people kind of imagine like, wait, 100 kids, how will you go to lab? The libraries? Like, I'm like, yeah, we like go in turn with some teachers, and it's really pretty good. Our labs have facilities just as we do here, but it might lack some little stuff, but it's improving. I guess if I go home, my jaw will drop because of like the all the development and stuff that the government are doing right now. And so after school activities, yeah, it's same as the after school activities here. We do a lot. Except for that, they don't have debate here. I love debating. I love arguing. I just love to argue everything. My mom can testify to that. I hear a lot. So yeah, that's just like my disappointment, because like I was like, if I come here, I'm gonna show them my skills of debating and stuff, but they don't have it. And I tried starting one, but it's too late because I also go back home, and even if I come back, I won't come back to the school. So I don't know, maybe the one will carry on with the debate. So so the semesters, we call our semesters terms, and we have 3 terms. So yeah, that's just the difference. Yeah, so this is what some schools look like. So right here, let me start from here. Right here is a city school. Well, this can be a suburb, maybe. This schools right here can be a suburb, or maybe what is it called, a rural school. But this is a really like a village school, like a really not developed state school. So these are basically like kids picked up from the road by people who want to give education to kids. And this is an uncompleted building, so they just try to help, and they can't keep going. They just keep the kids there and teach them what they can. But the governments are helping now. So this is a big city private school. So the other one was a public school. I go to a public school. So this is a private school. I mean, like when you see it, this is really big. So this is a suburb school too. Do I have this twice? Oh, okay. That's also a suburb school. Well, this is a city public school. Yeah, so these are kids in the labs. These are actually 2 things joined together. So this is a chemistry lab, that's a physics lab, and I think back there is a computer lab. It's a shop editing. So yeah, so this is a private city boys school. So I go to an all-girls school. They're all boys, they're all girls, and they're mixed. And yeah, that's also a city public primary school. And this can be a suburb or a rural primary school, because like they get donations of stuff. So yeah. So this is a boarding school. This is Turkish International School in Nigeria. Turkish International School is a very big and expensive school in Nigeria. This is their boarding school. It's really fancy, have a lot of equipments in it and stuff. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Oh yeah, so I love this part. People ask me a lot of ridiculous questions. And I don't blame them, because sometimes it's stereotypes. Sometimes it's like what they think about Africans when they hear the name Africa. So they ask me if I have elephants in my backyard, and the first thing that comes to my mind is like, whoa, when is the last time, have I ever even seen an elephant before? I have, but in the zoo. And also in the reserve, there's this Yankari Game Reserve in Nigeria. So you have a lot of game reserves and parks where you can see them like wandering around like natural habitat, but they're like far apart, like the different animals are like in different places, but they're like walking freely, and you're in the van or vehicle, van, and you can get hurt, but I mean, it's really pretty cool to like go. You just feel like you're in the jungle. And so they asked me if I play with snakes. I am really terrified of snakes. Nah. Like if there's one thing I can like die from seeing snakes. Although I've seen snakes before, but like not close to me, not to play with it. And so they asked me if I see lions every day. And the person that asked me this question, I told the person that I'm from the lion clan. So we have clans in Nigeria. And for my tribe, we have a lot of clans, and so I'm from the lion clan. And so I think maybe that's what the person asked me if I see lions every day. I've seen lion only once, I think. And I saw the lion, I think, in the zoo or the game reserve too. They asked me if my family has cars. People have scars, but my family don't have scars. I mean, we saw the picture, pretty people. I mean, people that have scars can be really pretty. But like, I feel like if I grew up and found out that I have scar, I would kill the people that did that to me. Okay, like a lot of people don't like it. It's just like a tribal stuff. So they asked me if I have monkey or gorilla for a pet, and I asked with, I replied with a question. Do you think I'll have my face? No, I won't have my face. Like, I mean, if I have a gorilla, I think I'll be faceless for my entire whole life. Okay. Okay, so this is my, I love dancing. But I'll need people to help dance, to help with the dancing and stuff. So okay. I'm good at dance. Okay.
You're a great dancer.
You guys, I don't need to say anything. Come on. Please help me out here. Well, you guys, come on. Come on. Please. We're dancing. We're dancing. Alright, so let me start. It's like dance. I love this one. Okay.
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get grounded.
I write pretty much all day.
Okay, so let's go. My trouser. You go like this. So it's like you go like this.
I've seen it a long time.
Walk up in the edge,
not that fast. So this is an evil dance right here. This one, the next one I'm gonna play. This is gonna be really. They can really hear the beat. I'm gonna find a clearer one.
This is going to be the place for binge watching, ladies.
Is it, ladies? You have killer tech. This is deep, but still don't have fire.
So,
Okay. Still. Well, okay, let's go to Okay, so this is a little bit complicated. This is the Nigerian, sorry, the 8-bit rap dance. So it's a little bit complicated, so I will get you. Just look at the quality of that beat, that drum, it's so good. We have like this Pidgin English. So the first one, I'm gonna play how like Pidgin English spoken a lot in.
If you write anything on your computer, you need to get Grammarly.
I write pretty much all day.
So you can just add anything. It's just more than music. Okay, so this is like what it sounds like. Somehow.
Why you gonna do like that? Why you gonna keep that thing from me? Why you gonna do like
It's
that?
just anything
Why
like
you gonna act like
whatever you wanna do.
No, baby, don't do like that. Girl, come feed me, don't be stingy. Why you gonna do like that? No, baby, don't do like that. Oh, I want you to See, I like the way you do. Sabi, you
So
dance.
this is
Speak
season about a girl. That's what every morning music is about. Girl, boy.
Shake it, let's go, girl, I like you. Like you, I like the way you dance. Yeah, I like the way you
It's like dancing.
you want to greet your mom. You bend like say you want to park your money. Just bend like say you want to live
It's
for
like
that.
bands like gonna bring you along, stuff like that. So this is the pigeon card.
Why you gonna keep that thing from me? Why you gonna do like that? Why you gonna act like you don't know? No, baby, don't do like that. Baby, don't tell me you don't know that you're beautiful. Oh, baby, don't do like that. I know you feel it in the bone inside your body. I know you need some more.
Oh, yeah. So this is, I like it. This is my name.
If you write anything on your
It has
computer,
a
you
bit
need to
of
get
dance
Grammarly.
tech.
I write pretty much all day, every day, and Grammarly.
This is like a Nigerian and a South African music. So this is like a Nigerian and a South African music. So two musicians came together.
Excuse me, Mr. Thompson?
Use this.
Is this
Baby, basi jitui kitu nani kashumba. It's time.
It's like going like this.
If you remember, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na, oh na na, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na. Kwanza moti sikia, also when she talking your tea, now me you want ti unakimbia. Uka mama naughty naughty, unafika. Sisi chini chaka nani, tumia sana. Unioni, utaniumiza, nitacheka mitaani, nitania mama. Mwingine tena sina moyo. Baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na, oh na na, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na. I can't deny your love. I'm for a minute. Oh na na, I don't believe I'm all. Baby, I just wanna know. I know to break your heart, oh baby, oh. I know to make you cry. I know to do you bad, oh. I always put that smile up on your face. Oh na na, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na, oh na na, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na, baby, oh na na. Takulala, tukipata bala, tukikosa dala, jana tabala nayo, nirudi kwa usawa, nirudi kwa wachana, uzimutala, habari nayo, tuende samburu, 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 samburu. Camarona, Nigeria, samburu, samburu, wani samburu, 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 samburu. Camarona, samburu.
Okay, yeah, hold it on. So thank you very much. So thanks for listening. Any questions? Okay.
What are your plans when you go back to Nigeria?
My plans is to go back to Nigeria, give back what EFS and Gail Guess have given to me, and come back and go to college.
Come back here.
Yes. All right. You had a question?
Yeah, are you, is your family very religious or not so religious? You said you pray.
Yes. Yeah, so my family is very religious. They're very religious, so you'd be like extremists. We're not extremists. I mean, like, I don't know, we're very religious. We pray, we do everything, and we believe in what we're supposed to believe in, and we do what we're supposed to do. So yeah, we're very religious.
What does your father do?
So my dad is a civil servant.
And does your mother work?
Yes, she is a hairdresser. Yes, she is into every beauty project. Beauty stuff. See, I'm not. Yeah. Okay, I might be in. I want to be, but I just don't know how to make up or do anything like that. But I can do that for people, but I can't do it for myself.
Is the common language in Algeria English? If you go from one area to another, how do you communicate?
So the national language in Nigeria that we use in the government and stuff is English. But when you go to areas like Lagos, it's Pidgin English or Yoruba language. So when you go to the south, it's like Igbo. When you go to the north, it's Hausa. When you go to the middle belt, it's like Yoruba. Yeah, so there are certain areas that you speak the language that the people speak. Yeah, so.
Do you know all those languages?
Okay. I only know how to speak 7. I mean, like, I picked it up from my mom, my dad, and my environment. In the school I go to, and I'm like really curious on whatever someone is speaking, so I want to know, and so that's how I learned. Like, not everyone knows how to speak 7. They might be able to speak 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Nana, what do you speak in your home?
Okay, I speak all the languages at home. It's just like anytime, like whatever we want to speak, we just like I speak Hausa, I speak English, I speak Pidgin. My parents don't like us speaking Pidgin. Because it's like New York English, like, you know, slang, like bad English, but we still speak it when you're not at home. So, and yeah, we speak other languages too, although I know how to speak more languages than my siblings. Yeah.
When you finish college here, you're planning to go home?
Yes. When I finish college here, I'm planning to go home, look for a job to do, or wherever. I don't know. I don't care. Wherever I can.
Far away, yeah.
Yes, it's so far away. Okay. Any more questions, I think? Okay.
Do you Skype with your family?
Not Skype, but I call them through WhatsApp or email. And I see them, and sometimes I don't see them, I just hear their voice, which is really, I don't like it, but the network is bad because we're really far away. I mean, 5 hours difference. So, yeah, so, yeah.
Did you get very homesick when you first got here?
When I first got here, I wasn't that homesick, but I was thinking about home because of some certain stuff that happened. But I wasn't really homesick because I was like, I really want to know what America has to offer. Like, I'm just like that person that, okay, that's it, home is home, I'm still gonna go back. It's not like I'm staying here forever, so it can stay. I just want to have fun. Yeah. Okay.
Is this the first time you've been in the States?
Yes, this is the first time I
You
came.
had a chance to go up to Boston and visit?
A lot of times. My mom here is an adventurer. She's a scientist and she likes to bird and stuff. So like she's open to camping, adventures, and all of that stuff. And yeah, I love that. And I think that's why she chose me. Yeah. So you have the options to choose whoever you want to stay with you, because like we have tons of paper writing, we write about ourselves and stuff. Sometimes we write it over and over again. I feel like they're like thinking that maybe we're lying or something, so they want to see, are you really sure? And yeah, so that's why I'm here. And I'm very lucky to have her as my host mom. She is really sweet. Yeah. Okay. I'll take from here.
Now, all the U.S. kids are on the cell phones all the time.
Yes.
Is it like that at your home too?
It's like that. No difference. It's like that. So, because at home, like here, I can't use my phone on the dinner table, but at home, I mean, we watch TV while eating, and we discuss like what we're seeing or anything like that. But I feel like, like what I've learned here, it's better to like talk about our days on like when we're eating instead of like leaving it for later. You know, when this person is tired, they just want to go to bed. So I feel like that's one thing I'm gonna introduce to my family. Yeah. Okay. I saw a hand here. Okay.
And when I read about Nigeria in the newspaper, I read about problems where the oil is.
Yes.
And, you know, oil companies doing terrible things to the environment, and the local people are, you know, not getting any help. And I also, the other thing we read about is Boko Haram.
Oh, yes. So, I think I did not put the slide up here, did I? Oh, I did not. So, Boko Haram in 2014 abducted a lot of kids, more than 200 kids. And they were released in 2016 or 17. Some of them were released. While some came back with kids, some are dead. They plant bombs in them and send them to go wherever and explode. And some, or maybe when they want to escape, they died. So Boko Haram is a very big problem in Nigeria, and we don't want it. And they keep saying they're Muslims, but they're terrorizing Muslims. So, I mean, that alone is like a proof that you're not Muslims, right? And they like molest the holy book, which also is a proof that you're not Muslim. And they say that going to school for a lady is haram, which is not acceptable, like
prohibited.
Yes, it's prohibited. So, I mean, even the king of Muslims in Nigeria, his kids, ladies, are in school. And in the Quran, it says that we should seek for Western education, which is going to school and learning stuff, not just, because I go to Islamic school too. And so we're also asked to go to Western education, to learn Western education so as to broaden our knowledge. So Boko Haram are just trying to bring Nigeria to her feet. And so for the oil, the Boko Haram is like, kind of like, people think that it's a conspiracy between the previous government to like just destabilize Nigeria and stuff. So I mean, that's what a lot of people say, and sometimes it might not be true. So for the oil, so when this the president here, it's just like what is going on between Democrats and Republicans, but this is like way too far. So it's like the northern and the southern side of Nigeria. So when the president won, he's a northern man. The southern candidate that wanted to come back for second term was really angry and other stuff. So he talked to the Southerners to like divide Nigeria into two. So when I was here, there was this war going on, Biafran War. So the Northerners are claiming land, they have the land for agriculture, while the Southerners were claiming the oil. So the Southerners kept breaking the oil pipes and stuff, and they were killing the soldiers, the navies that were there because they need to swim. But with them breaking the pipes and stuff, it's polluting the water, so they kept dying. And yeah, that was a very big fight. But now I think the Biafran War has died down. Although they were killing Northerners in the south. And the Northerners also wanted to do that, but they were stopped. And yeah, so that's a pretty bad stuff that Nigeria is going through right now. So that's why anyone that asks me, do you think I should go to Nigeria at this time? You should go to Nigeria because we have a lot of tourism stuff, but not now. I mean, not at the current state. I mean, in future, yes, but not now. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Your schools are divided by gender. How do kids get together? Is it how they malls or what? How do boys and girls get together?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we have mixed schools too, unisex school where boys and girls go. We have all girls and all boys, which is basically like they separated them because of something that happened. So for my school, well, the reason why we were separated, I think in 1995, was because, so there's this kid that was, he wanted to wear a lady, a girl in the school, and he wanted her as his girlfriend, kind of. And she did not want to be his girlfriend because he's a bad kid. Oh, what am I doing? Okay. He's a bad kid and he has like a reputation of being to prison or something. And she just don't want anything to do with him, and she's like, she just wants to go to school and not be in a relationship. And so there was a time that all the teachers were in a meeting. So we have periods of times that teachers are in the meeting, there is no one in the school except for the security guards, and they're maybe in other sections of the school because our school is really, really big. And so he called her, took her to the back of an uncomputed class building, and cut her breast off. Yes. And so she died, and that was why our school has been separated. And there's another school that a boy killed a girl just because she doesn't want to be his girlfriend, and that happened in 2016. And they were separated. He just like punched her in the stomach, and she died. So that's why they're separated, and his life in prison right now. So.
But the question is also, do you get together?
Yes, we get together, yeah. We get together for fun. Like, I mean, I go to all girls school, but almost all my friends are boys. Yeah, I have girl friends, like friends that are girls, but I think they're like maybe 2 or 3, but all my friends are boys, and I have almost over 20 friends. Because I'm like the social person, everybody's my friend, and I communicate with them every day, so yeah, they're my friends. Yeah.
Are most of your friends scientifically minded too?
So we're like this diverse group of kids. So I'm like the science kid, I think just 3 or 4 are the science kids, while others are like into commerce and art and stuff, so yeah. Okay.
Do you, I have just 3. Do you have to finish school, high school when you go back? And what kind of science do you like to study? And what college do you want to go to?
Okay. So first, before coming here, I wrote the high school, like the senior examination, and I passed. My parents sent me the results, and I passed. I'm glad for that. Because like, not everyone like passes the examination, and I was just so shocked that I passed because I was sick when I wrote it anyway. And so, okay, the second question, please.
What kind of science are you studying?
I'm into like medicine. I like biology. I like anatomy. So I like chemistry too. I love chemistry, and I kind of have a soft spot for physics, kind of. I don't really like math. Math is not my strong subject, although my mom's a mathematician. But yes, I don't like math. And so for the college, I'm still thinking. I mean, in Nigeria, I have the college. Like I know the college I want to go to, but like the what is it called? The economy is in a total disaster right now. The school is really expensive, and there is no work for teenagers. I mean, even the adults don't really get that much work to do. Not to talk of me to help myself and my family, like sponsor myself to school or something. But like, I feel like I might get a lot of opportunities here. Like, come work, go to school. Like, if I can. If that is not illegal, because I feel like everything is illegal here. Okay, so go to school, and yeah, I'm thinking of UMass, but I feel like it's not actually a medicine school. I haven't looked at that much, and I was thinking of Brown University too. And actually, Four Seas will be a good place for me. I mean, considering that it's not that expensive and stuff. So yeah, I'm still looking into colleges. Yeah. Any more questions? Just anything. I'll answer anything.
King Sunny Ade.
What?
King Sunny Ade, do you know him?
Oh yes, he is a Yoruba man. He's a musician.
He's Nigerian. Right?
Yes, he's Nigerian. He's famous for being the most good singer. My dad loves his music, and I don't like it.
He came from Boston, I saw.
Yes, he's really popular, but he's famous. But I don't like it. I'm a teenager. He is an Asian man, and only Asian people like my dad listen to him, not me. So okay, I'll take it.
What was the reaction of some of your friends when they found out you were going to America as an exchange student?
That's actually a very good question. Okay. So, some of the girls, which I call, they're different from friends and acquaintances. What? And here, told me. They're people I call friends that are not really friends. I know them. We go to school together. We do stuff together, but they're not really my friends. And so when I told them that I was coming here, because there are a lot of girls, they're like, you're going to America? Your parents are gonna allow you to go to America? Aren't they a lot of prostitutes in America? I'm like, excuse you? And they're like, so if you go to America, what is gonna happen? You're gonna forget about us? You're gonna become a prostitute too? How is that? How did that happen? Why are you going to America? Just stay with us. And I'm like, anybody that is not gonna encourage you in what you want to do is not your friend, right? So, yes, they were all discouraging me. In America, they shoot a lot, and in Nigeria, they bomb a lot. Right? I've gone through a lot of things that sometimes I'm not afraid of shooting. I've seen people being shot in my presence. My sister was shot twice. And I'm just not afraid of being, shot anymore. But I'm still afraid. I'm not afraid, but I'm not that terrified of guns anymore. I used to be, but I'm not. My mom has gone, my mom goes to the store sometimes and 5 minutes later, there's a bomb explosion, and it's really terrifying. So I'm not afraid of that anymore. And so, to the prostitution side, a lot of people, not just my friends, my dad's friends, my mom's friends, neighbors, they'll be like, you're letting your kid go to America? She's just 16. I just turned 17 November 1st. And they'll be like, she's just 16. She can't handle herself. Why are you letting her go to America? Look at my kid. She's doing well here. I'm like, not your kid. I am their kid. So opportunity comes but once. And you have to grab it. And don't allow people put negative stuff in your mind. And I love my dad, my parents actually, because everyone loves their parents, but they're they're just strong people that don't listen to what the world thinks. They just think of what they want, where they want to be at, their aim, your goal. That's what they're aiming for. They don't care what you think, they don't care what you say, they just go for what they want. And that's what has been helping me. I'm just so proud to have them as my parent. They call me every day. How are you doing? I know you're praying. Continue praying. Be the strong girl you always are at home, and don't let anyone get you down. That's the most best advice a parent would give to their kid. So they don't care. Someone has ever told my dad that, you allow this kid to go to America. I saw her with a boy the other day, and whatever. there are a lot of things that they told my parent. A lot of stuff, a lot of bad stuff that they told my parents, and my parents still don't agree. That my parent, they even asked my parents to take me to the doctor to check if I'm pregnant. Yeah, so like in Nigeria, a lot of these things happen. They try to discourage you from going forward. I feel it's not just in Nigeria. It's just like people being jealous, right? But yeah, so I'm just happy that I'm here and I've been able to clear all the stereotypes about America, and I'm being able to clear some stereotypes about Nigeria too. Yeah.
We're glad
So-
you're here too.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah, and thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming today, and I have to say that's probably one of the best armchair travels I've ever made.
Thank you very much.